Yo, welcome back to the channel. Now today we are going to go through the second video we're reacting to in this series. I believe the first one was how Howard Shore uses... Oh, what was the one? What was it? How Howard Shore uses... How Howard Shore makes us care. This one's how Howard Shore uses voices. I loved the first video, one of my favorite videos I've ever watched on YouTube, so I can't wait to watch this one. Be sure to check out Listening In. I'm subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed. Amazing content. Very, very unique. They break down music in movies and games and stuff like that. And yeah, just an amazing, amazing channel. And subscribe to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. You don't have to, only if you want to. Let's do this.
There was Eru, the one, who in Arda is called LOTR.
Okay.
And he made first the Ainur, the holy ones. And he spoke to them, propounding to them themes of music, and they sang before him, and he was glad. But for a long while they sang only each alone, or but few together, while the rest hearkened. And it came to pass that LOTR called together all the Ainur, and declared to them a mighty theme. Then the voices of the Ainur, like unto countless choirs singing with words, began to fashion the theme of LOTR to a great music. Never since have the Ainur made any music like to this music, though it has been said that a greater still shall be made by the choirs of the Ainur and the children of LOTR after the end of days.
We know all about that. I just recently reacted to the creation of Arda. So, yeah. Amazing, amazing lore. Be sure to check that out. You'll find it in the Lord of the Rings reaction playlist.
Writing a score for the Lord of the Rings that wasn't full of vocal and choral music was for Howard Shore an impossibility.
Yeah.
Not just because it acted as the most obvious way of introducing Tolkien's poetry into the films, but more importantly, because, as you've just heard from the extract from Tolkien's The Silmarillion, the universe of Middle-earth was born out of music and song. Formless beings hummed and sang the themes given to them by their god, whose children, elves and men, were formed out of these themes. Beings, cultures, earth, air and water, the world, all arising from a singular music. Howard Shore not only had to create music that felt deeply rooted in the cultures of Middle-earth, but that also felt fundamentally connected to the world and everything contained within it, both light and dark. Vocal music is used equally to accompany the cultures espousing goodness and hope in these films, as much as it's used to conjure the black speech and ancient darkness of Mordor and the One Ring. And it's the latter that provided for Shore some of the greatest scope for transformation over the three films, as Frodo brings the Ring of Power to the fires of Mordor. The music of the Ring surrounds and envelops the score from its onset. Its themes seep into the film, infecting the sound world and blurring the boundary between diegesis and non-diegesis. The power of the Ring, the seducing, alluring power, is a constant presence. Men, elves and hobbits become weak in its presence, tempted by the Ring's music and its language, which we first hear sung by mixed chorus as Gandalf reads of the history of the Ring's formation and near destruction in the Second Age. The music is not yet fully formed though. We hear its text, yes, but not its melody. Gandalf is learning of, but not experiencing its power. Its music only fully appears for the first time when Frodo sets out on his quest, and as Gandalf tries to impress upon him the danger of the object inside his pocket.
Did I not tell you, man, this guy is so smart when it comes to music, man. There's so many things I don't know about the music, and I can't wait to just find out through these videos, man.
This time, though, we hear the theme without the text, just with its melody hummed by a boy's chorus underneath growling bass drum strokes.
Be careful, both of you. The enemy has many spies in his service. Birds, beasts.
The Ring's power is distant, blurred.
Is it safe?
but
So
it is growing.
smart.
The use of treble voices here is perfect. The plaintive, innocent feel of the music speaks of something ancient and timeless, but also of something that was once pure.
It wants to be found.
Shaw uses a boys' chorus at various points in the score, but primarily employs their sound as an embodiment of nature and the rising power of the natural world as it battles to suppress rising darkness.
This is probably my favorite vocals in all of the music. It's absolutely stunning. I remember just hearing this and being like, oh man, everything, just that butterfly or whatever it is, just it's all amazing. It was such an important moment as well. Like you see that darkness and then that light shows up. It's so smart, so smart.
Employs their sound as an embodiment of nature and the rising power of the natural world as it battles to suppress rising darkness. So the two main uses of treble voices, one to represent the force of nature and the other the seduction of the ring, stand against each other. One a beam of light and the other a shroud of darkness, but both stemming from the same universal music. As Frodo continues on his quest, Shaw begins to open up the music of the ring. The first to be tempted is Boromir, who can't help but hear the One Ring song as he picks it up on the pass of Caradas.
Boromir, it is a strange fate that we should suffer so much fear and doubt over so small a thing.
For the first time, the seduction theme is complete. The same melody, but now with the full text. The strength, the weapon, the needs of the valiant.
Frodo.
The power of the ring is crystallizing. Every time we then subsequently hear this idea, we get similar readings, but the music becomes increasingly present. For Aragorn's temptation, Shaw adds additional parts, cluster chords in strings, more percussion, and an elongated vocal line, this time with women's voices added to the chorus of trebles. Alongside the seduction theme, the ring is accompanied by two other main musical ideas. One to embody the burden and history of the ring, often heard when the ring changes hands or when a new chapter in its existence begins. And another to realise the malignant nature of its evil and power. These three ideas share a number of features. Each theme is centered around or quotes directly a minor second interval. A rising and falling semitone begins both the history,
the seduction of the ring, the history of the ring, and the evil of the ring. I'm telling you, man, when someone who knows, like, obviously we all know music, but when someone like knows, you know, all of this type of stuff around him, I don't even know what those are called. Like, it's so much deeper than you actually think it is, right? Oh, it's so good, so good. Unbelievably smart, man. Howard Shaw literally is a genius.
These three ideas share a number of features. Each theme is centered around or quotes directly a minor second interval. A rising and falling semitone begins both the history and evil themes, and the seduction theme meanders suggestively around an E and F natural. The seduction theme's tonality is also connected to that of the history theme. Although it appears to be in D minor, it finishes with a B natural, suggesting the opening minor second interval that the history of the ring theme begins with. Although the power that the ring affords is seductive, it will always lead its owner to the same end, to death. These three ring themes are scattered throughout the score, but as Frodo gets closer to completing his quest, Shaw begins to create hybrids of the ring's music. This is demonstrated best right at the end of Frodo's journey. As he stands above the fires of Mount Doom, finally seduced by the power of the ring, Shaw melds the three evil, seduction, and history themes into one unified idea.
No, Sam. The ring is mine.
The choral lines of the seduction theme are heard underneath the texture, accompanied by growling bass instruments. And on top, we hear a canonic figure in the strings and woodwind, which combines both the evil and history themes into a single musical idea. Mount Doom's music then erupts out of the stillness.
The ring is mine.
Built around steely blocks of minor chords sung by the full chorus. Into the fires of Orodruin, the one must be cast.
Friend or not, mate, to save the world, I'm straight drop kicking you in there.
This is Shaw using chorus to its full effect, operatic and final. And out of the noise, we hear a solo female voice, beginning with a rising and falling semitone. This is the ring's music distilled. It is presented in its pure, undifferentiated form in the place where the One Ring was forged. Hope seems to be lost. The ring has won. But just as darkness begins to cover the world, Frodo gains the strength to complete his and the ring's journey. The ring falls with Gollum into the fires below, and the ring's themes collect themselves in the form of, again, the rising and falling semitone. The ring is destroyed, and the Tower of Barad-dûr falls. This is our glorious finale. Mixed chorus thunder out chords full of the triadic major harmony associated with the music of the Fellowship, but on top, the shape of the melody suggests the ring's music. The ring is sending out its final cry as the earth rips asunder and the air is aflame. Here at the end of all things.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Howard Shore's vocal music for The Lord of the Rings taps into something primal. It allows the scores to feel embedded in the landscape and cultures of Middle-earth, and turns the music into something that seems timeless. A music that has existed since the world began, that has come out of a world formed by music. But it also adds life to the story. Shore's subtle development to the vocal and choral themes, his combination of multiple ideas towards the end, as well as his inventive use of Tolkien's texts, all, of course, help to achieve this. But I think it really comes down to one thing. Something that seems rooted deep in all of us, that's awakened through this music. And that's our need to tell stories through song. Hi everyone, I really hope you enjoyed the video. This is the first of 3 videos about the music of The Lord of the Rings, so look out for the next instalment, all about how Howard Shore develops Rohan and Gondor's themes, which will be premiering next Sunday, the 29th of March at 2 PM EST.
Unbelievable stuff, man. Unbelievable. Just 11 minutes and 49 seconds of just pure talent. Shout out to listening in, man. What an amazing video. I love these videos, man. So good. So good. And we've only got one more to react to. What is there to say? Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I'm gonna jump into like the Star Wars ones, and I'm gonna watch a lot more of these videos. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, man, and I'll react to how Howard Shore builds tension. Howard Shore is a criminally underrated composer. The Lord of the Rings score contains so many memorable themes in one film series. Genuinely the best like score in any movie, in my opinion. It's not even... I can't even think of anything that comes close to it. Just amazing work. Yeah, these videos deserve more views, man. Go and subscribe. So close to 85,000 subscribers. This guy deserves like 1 million subscribers. Absolutely insane content. One thing I noticed during the trilogy was the choral music that played when two Maiar fought, first between Gandalf and Saruman, and then between Gandalf and the Balrog. I think this was to show importance of what was going on. Aragorn is able to quiet the temptation in both movie and music. He just mutes it. Yeah, he does. I always felt like the voices were a callback to the music of the Ainur. Whenever displays of great power were shown, not physical power, for example when Gandalf rides out from Minas Tirith to save the riders, the emphasis shifts from instruments to vocals. When Gandalf rides out from Minas Tirith and sends the Nazgûl away, the voices drown out the instrument when he taps into his power. Same thing when he heals Theoden. The voices drown out the instruments. I'm literally crying and I don't know why. Oh. Damn. Honestly, some of my favorite content on the whole internet. Look, completely agree. Completely agree. I wish they were longer. I hope he does more videos on Lord of the Rings music, but I mean, it's already a masterpiece, and there's a reason he's probably doing 3, because there are 3 Lord of the Rings movies, right? I feel like this guy just does things like that. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.